Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I have nothing good to report. Not a single good thing has happened. Let's take a look. I took the stabilizer cylinder off of my 3-point hitch backhoe and I resealed it. And it works great, doesn't leak, and it doesn't leak down. However, you'll never guess what happened next. The other side started to leak. Good thing I am now an expert at replacing the seals in these. Then we had this going on here, and I decided, let's jump in this truck and fire it up because I have cleaned the carburetor and I've taken care of things, and this thing should now be a dependable daily driver. Not so much. So after a lot of cranking and priming, did you know that the second most driest place after Death Valley in the Sahara Desert on Earth is the bowl of this carburetor? Just this one though. Every other 2G on Earth works fine. Now anyway, so it was just like this fuel pump, I replaced that some time back, and I don't really like how this hose is, right? And it seems to be sort of not outright kinking, but it's getting really constrained. And so I just put these hose clamps on this to keep a circular shape until I can get this all straightened out. Just trying to make this thing drivable, one thing at a time. Anyways, replace that fuel pump. I feel like it was yesterday, but that probably means it was 8 years ago or something. And parts are not what they used to be. That's always a good thing to say when things don't go right. But anyways, I hated to take this fuel line off because I've had this all apart 755 times. But eventually I did so, and then I pulled out the, I have a brand new bronze filter in here. And inside of it is this. And I was like, what? It feels like sand, like very, very fine sand. So I'm guessing that maybe my fresh gas is cleaning my inside of my tank, so to speak, a little too well. So that's not great, but at least it was caught in the filter. But this fuel pump is dead, and I don't know if that's related to the debris or what's going on, but I got another fuel pump, and I also got a Wix 33033 filter, and I was thinking about sticking it in there just to get past this moment of this silt coming out of there. So here's my Carter fuel pump, which is replacing, I think. Thought this was a Carter fuel pump, but now I don't remember. Looks like there's some backwards writing on there that I can't decipher. Might be the same thing. But, oh good. The fittings are different. Slightly. Which is nice because I needed a challenge. Just kidding, I don't need a challenge. Why do these always come with two gaskets that are exactly the same? Okay, back to this. If you can see down in here, this is a cool thing about Chevys. Oops. Do you see this very long threaded rod here? There's a bolt in all small blocks, and you can take it out, and then you can take a longer bolt. I think this is a 9/6. Does that actually? I don't remember what this is. I shouldn't say what measurement because I can't remember. But anyway, match that bolt with a longer one, and I just took this threaded rod I had. You stick it in here, and it's holding. Just put it in gently. Don't tighten it too much. But it's holding the that rod that actuates the fuel pump lever. So that's holding it in place, because otherwise that thing is sticking down and then you have to try to shove it up with a popsicle stick or put grease on it and hope that holds it for a minute, that kind of thing. I just want to report that I just took this fuel pump off, and whoever put it on, this bolt on the other side here was pretty loose. So note to that guy, and that guy was me. I'm sorry folks, I couldn't hear you yelling at me that I forgot the nut, which I do every time I flare something, but luckily this is not irreversible. Well, I got that out, but you folks didn't tell me it was flared at both ends with no nut in there. Ugh. All right, it's not the greatest thing I ever seen, but I think it'll work. Put that in there, put that in there. Let's do it. All right. Well, you guys are the best seat in the house. Tell me if something crazy happens. Let's get this thing primed up. Can't start a fire without gas. Where's it leaking? Everywhere? Oh, here? Oh, I guess I didn't tighten that up. You probably were yelling. But that was running off of its own gas, so I think I was going to get a flare nut wrench, and then I got sidetracked. I can still get a flare nut wrench. Here we go. So I was very excited to take you guys for a ride, but you know what happened? I forgot I have no seat in this truck. Like, what is wrong with me? All right, let's do it again. Without the leak this time. 3, 2, 1, fun. I have a leak down below. Is that even 1/4 inch, or is that one of these stupid 6 millimeters? Ugh, I hate the metric system. Just in terms of hose clamps, not for any other reason. I'm about 2 seconds away from grabbing that bench seat and throwing it in here. Let's go for a ride. Let's do something real, man. Let's have some fun. All right, I just tossed the seat in here. This is the one I cleaned a long time ago. I don't know, does it smell? It smells better. Let's see. The seat feels great. I'm so happy about it. Should have done it a long time ago. How can I do this? Like that? That's about all I can do. That's it. Man, this seat is so nice. I'm so happy. If nothing else, I've done that right. It's a whole different truck when you got a good seat. Closing my door yet again. Turn the choke down, open up the choke. Good. Huh. It's a new noise. Have I told you guys about how great the seat is though? It's not even bolted in. It's so nice. I feel like a king. What's that weird noise? What else did I forget that you guys aren't telling me about? I feel like there's a wrench I forgot. Let me just pop out real quick. This first gear, low gear, crawl gear, granny gear. take long to get there. I'm only doing 30 miles an hour. Driving, I'm trying to think of all the things I forgot to tighten, or you know, I feel like there's got to be a wrench or two somewhere in the truck, in the engine compartment, right? I don't know what that weird vibrating is. Huh. That's what makes me think that I left something in this truck, like a wrench. Start out in second. Oh my goodness. Come on, phone. Smell something, but I'm not sure if it's my truck or the neighbor cooking out. Let me go see if I'm cooking something out. Ooh, sad to see this. I'm gonna try to tighten that. Gave this just a little tighten and it took care of that leak, which is great. Well, look at this. We turned our day around. Started out bad, but ended up good. And then we finally took this for a drive. That was fun, wasn't it? I was glad you could come along. And this seat, man. This seat is so unbelievably nice. And it looks good. I don't know. It matches the interior. Everything looks kind of old, and this seat here was, oh, just terrible. I'm so happy. Gotta plug my battery tender back in. Oh, but yeah, we got somewhere.